Good morning. How are y'all doing today? I am having breakfast at Rattlesnake Run Road, where the trail crosses, or pretty close to where the trail crosses. I'll have to go walk and find it. But I've got the gut hook to help me get to it. I've got a Gatorade that I'm bringing for tie-dye. And where's it at? Banana, apple pie, a couple of crackers, bars, that sort of thing. And I'm going to get her pack for her. She is probably about 2.5 miles away. And after I get done with my breakfast, I'm probably going to walk the trail just a little bit to keep my legs stretched out and meet her maybe a mile up the trail. We'll see how that goes. I've heard from a lady that's hiking right now that did this section yesterday. She hiked 17 miles into Iron Masters where I was last night. And she said that this section is not, too bad. So, who knows? It might not take her too long. But, yeah, when I figure out exactly where the trail is, I will show some to you. And when we meet up with tie-dye, I'll show that too. Alright, here we go. I am actually going to walk northbound just a little bit. There's a, Tumbling Run Shelter, 0.7. So, let me see if I can't walk to there and get back to the car. So, it'd be 1.4 total. And then I'm going to head southbound to meet Wendy as she comes out. Hopefully see the Old Forge State Park, which is 0.3. And then back to the car. So that'd give me a mile on trail. Or a mile up the trail, but 2 miles of walking. We'll see how this goes. Had to go around some roads to get here because Old State Forge is closed for logging right now. So we may have to I was able to come down it because it's early and there was no one working. But when I head out, I probably have to find a different way out, which is fine. I can just go down further down Rattlesnake Road until, I meet into the next road and then GPS it from there. Alright, if I'll see anything, I'll show it to you. Crossing over one of the Old Forge parking. As you see, it's right down there. And then, of course, there's a spot right here. Alright. It looks like the blaze is that way, so I should be walking this way. Yep. And then we'll get back into the woods for a couple times to see that shelter. A nice water source. It's a little trail down to the water. Figured I'd show you. Cute little tiny waterfall. Alright, I'll show you the shelter when we get to it. Alright, here we go. There's the privy. Bear box, group tent site. Some more tent sites over here. I'm glad I came up to see this. This is really cute. Nice little campfire set up. They've even got that sign back there that says hammocks. And then the spring sign. And here's your shelters. Super cute. Alright, I'm going to take a 5-minute break before I head back down to the car. I forgot to mention the way they do these shelters right here is there's 2 for this reason. 1 for the people that snore, and 2 for the non-snorers. Of course, we all know that we all snore sometimes. Little fire pits outside of each shelter. It's just too adorable. It would have been hard to pass this up and not camp here, which Tada will have to do because it's only a little less than 4 miles into her day today. But yeah, I'm loving it. Super cute. Alright, well, north is that way. And I'm going to go back south down to where I parked and cross over and head the other direction. Wow, okay. I went up to Tumbling Run and came back down, which is 1.4. Sat down for like 3 minutes, messaged Wendy, said, how's it going? She's like, all good, I'm 0.4 away from you. And I'm like, what? So she did a little over 2 miles with her pack when I did 1.5 without. Yep, this girl rocks it. Totally rocks it. Alright, we're going to look at a little bit of trail and then we're going to meet up with her in just probably 10 minutes. Alright, we're going to keep an eye out for her. I'll bring you back when I see her. Look who I see! What's up, Tada?
We got water here because...
Gatorade.
Oh, girl! You're an angel.
And whatever you want around here, out of here. There's a banana, apple pie, some crackers.
Alright, let me get my pack off because that dead man's like that.
Oh, yeah. Alright, off she goes.
Bye.
See you down the trail. You're welcome. Have fun. Found my new calling, guys. That was so much fun. Just to give something simple for a friend. She was so grateful to see me come around the corner and hand her that Gatorade. Lighten her load for her big climb up to Chimney Rocks. This is fun. Alright, I'm going to head over to Caledonia. It is still early. It is 9:45. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to see what I need to do about getting us a camp spot for the evening, when I can check in and all that good stuff. And I'm going to go hike a little south and try to be back by lunchtime. And then I'll check in on Tada and see where she's at. Alright, see you later. Alright, I've parked at the park. got registered for a campsite. It's $34. I don't think there's necessarily a limit per se. They didn't say anything about that, but I did let them know it was 2 of us. So it's really pretty out here. There's tons of trails. If you're taking some time off the AT and you want to hike some small trails. This is going southbound. Tumbling Run Shelter is that shelter that I walked up to earlier. So that's 10 miles back. So we're going to walk this way for a little while. Maybe, I don't know, 40 minutes or something, and then turn around 30 minutes. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Because I definitely want to have some time to check out some stuff in the park too. This is also apparently one of the trails in the park called the Ramble Trail. Well, somebody doing some maintenance out here. That's pretty cool. All right, more later. Crossing the highway from the park. Heading up into some woods. Definitely wanted to see the woods in this area. The trees are just beautiful. Still got me some creek water from yesterday. Looks like some pretty paths back here. Lots of roots. Alright, guess that's it for now. Enjoy the woods for a little bit. Whew. Climbing up from the park instead of going down into the park. Got to the top of it. Whew. Crazy. We just say the AT is infectious. It gets in your blood, and no matter what decisions you make about it, they don't go away. The trail is there. Whew. It's never going to leave. You're going to stay connected somehow. You can't just say, hey, that was enough of that. Nope. From the minute you step 1 foot on the AT, for the rest of your life, you will think about the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to sit down right here on this little rock before I head back down. Look at this awesome mushroom. Looks like a sunflower. So cute. Alright, here's the other side. There was one down tree and it was cut. So, perfectly passable. And like I said through here this morning, the maintenance guy was cutting up weeds and things. So, I really think they just haven't got around to removing the cones because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Let's see what we can find inside the park. All right, I'm back across Route 30 on the park side. Got a couple hours before technical check-in, but I'm already checked in. But there was somebody at the same site last night, so I'll have to get there and see before I can know if I can go ahead and park there and stuff. But we're gonna walk this little section here in the park up until that area and check it out and see, and then I'll walk back to my car, drive it over there if I'm able to. If not, I'll find a picnic table and relax, have some lunch. Yeah. So cute. There's a little trail section closure, but I'm thinking it's probably okay. It was a cut tree, and there was a guy on it this morning fixing it. So it's a very short little spot. I already walked up at the top this morning, so if I see him, I'll just say I'm sorry. Or if it gets to where I can't get across, I'll just go back. I believe it was due to a large tree. I'm not sure if I said that already. My brain is still a little fogged. Okay, I can see where the tree's fallen and they cut it up. I'm assuming it was all the way across here. But it looks good. Alright, I'll show you a little bit more later. Alright, my car is over there in that lot. The AT continues this way, and I believe it's supposed to go straight through or real close to the camping area. So that's what I'm doing. I'm walking up to the camping area, seeing if I can find our spot and if anybody's still there. And if not, then I'll just walk back to the car and drive up there. And if they are, then I'll walk back down and find a place to get comfortable for a little while. This park is really pretty. I think they said there's about 2 miles of the AT through the park, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, like I said, the trees in here, just beautiful. And I'll show you the camping area when we get up there. Alright, so here we are at that sign again. I saw this and said, well, let me see if I can get better. You can't tell. It looks like it's really far up there. It's actually only like 0.1. But I saw that and I was like, do I really want to do that? So I drove around, found the camp spot. It's at the very back. And I thought, let me get on GutHook and see if I can figure this out, because I don't know where this is in relation to the trail. So that I could tell Tie-Dye the exact mileage point to turn and go to the campsite. So there's not really a direct road unless you go right there and all the way up the road to the campsites. But when you get to the top of this, which when we get there I'll show you, you can take a turn to the right and a 2-minute jaunt through the woods. Use your gut hooks to guide you toward the bathrooms, and you will find the tent sites. And we were at number 99, so if you're in the 80s to the lower hundreds, then this worked great. If not, I don't know, it may be easier to just go around. But 99 was the campsite they gave us in order to be close to the trail. So I figured that was the intention. All right. Whew. I'll show you when I get through the woods to show you what I mean. All right. It's basically at the top of this little section. It continues to go up to the north. But here's that blaze. I'm going to make her a marker showing her which way, and then I'm going to meet her out here anyway. But yeah, and I'll let her know about the marker so she can get rid of it later. No trace. All right, there it is, and it's at that side of the trail. It's not directly on it, so just telling her this is where you turn. All right, so let's go in here. I'm telling you, it took me like not even 2 minutes to walk through here. It's almost like people had started forming a small path. And it actually leads up onto spiderweb, a Forest Service road. So it's only about a minute in the woods and a minute on that road. See, it almost looks like a path. But definitely be very careful if you do something like this. Don't need anybody getting lost. These woods are big. And even though civilization is nearby, it doesn't mean that you couldn't get lost in it. So if you do something like this, make sure you use your gut hook GPS to get you pointed toward campsites and bathrooms. Alright, and I see my cough. So we got back through there. It's almost like they should make a blue blaze over here. So you get out and take a right on this Forest Service. And as you see, you come right on out. And if you're wanting to be near a bathroom, but still be up here, I believe it's like campsites in the mid-80s is where the bathhouse is. And I'm going to wait a little while, see how Tada is doing, see what time she's going to arrive before I decide if I'm going to go get dinner for us or wait for her to get here and we both go get it. But I'm going to come over here. I may get my stuff set up, probably not since we might leave early or later on. But yeah, I'm going to sit somewhere in the shade and have lunch. And this is our site. Picnic table, grill, lantern pole. I'll probably be right here. And she'll probably be hanging right there. So I ended up walking 3.7 trail miles today. So 7.2 miles total. Still a pretty big day, which I know it makes no sense because, you know, Wendy's walking 13.5 miles. So if I would have just stayed on trail and, you know, almost doubled what I did, then I would have the entire section. But you know what? This is the way I wanted to do it. And now I get to sit here and enjoy this beautiful area, waiting on tie-dye before we get dinner. It's late afternoon and I still hadn't had lunch, so I'm gonna sit and do that. And it probably won't be but a couple of hours before I see her. All right.